Oh, hi. Let's get know about public policy.
Do you know what is public policy? It is okay if you don't know about it. We will tell you more. Stay tuned. The definition of public policy is the means by which a government maintains order or addresses the needs of its citizens. Does it seem unclear? Well, let me tell more about it. It is likely because a public policy is generally not a tangible thing, but rather is a term used to describe a collection of laws, mandates, or regulation established through a political process.
Do you still not get it? It is okay. Now imagine if you are a visual learner, imagine a jigsaw puzzle that contains 250 pieces. Now pretend that each of those puzzle pieces represents a law, congressional act, or federal mandates related to healthcare in United States. When you put all the pieces together properly, you arrive at your complete picture, which, in this case of this metaphor, would be the public policy.
Was the idea inspiring you? Okay, move on. There are two types of public policy. First, it is fiscal policy. Second, it is monetary policy. Okay, let me explain about fiscal policy. The definition of fiscal policy, it involves the change of tax rate or government expenditure or both in order to achieve the government's economic and social objectives.
There are two main instruments of fiscal policy. It is government expenditure and taxes.
Now, let's move forward to the type of fiscal policy. First, expansionary fiscal policy. It is most widely used. It stimulates economic growth, adopted to overcome unemployment or recession problems. The second one is contractionary fiscal policy. This type is rarely used. That is because its goal is to slow economic growth. This policy is adopted to overcome inflationary problems. Okay, now let me tell you about tools of fiscal policy. First, taxation. It involves income, capital gains from investments, property, and sales. Whoever receives the fund has more money to spend. That increase demand and economic growth. Second, government spending. It involves subsidies, transfer payments, public works projects, and government salaries. Whoever receives the funds has more money to spend. That increases demand and economic growth. Okay, now I will tell you about the second type of public policy. It is monetary policy. The definition of monetary, it refers to the tools used by the government through the central bank to control the supply of money. It is also known as a financial policy, which refers to a policy that the employs of the central bank's control of the supply of money as an instrument. Besides, there are two types of monetary policy. First, expansionary. This policy is implemented when there is deflation or recession, wherein the government will increase the supply of money. It is used to lower unemployment and avoid recession. The next one is contractionary. The government can use this policy to control inflation, where the amount of money supplied will be reduced. It used to reduce inflation. They have many tools to do this. Now, I will tell you about the tools of monetary policy. First, the use of open market. The operations are to buy and sell and others. Second, reserve requirement, which tells banks how much of their money they must have on reserve each night. If it were not for the reserve requirement, the third one is discount rate. That is how it charged banks to borrow funds from the Feds. The last one is many central banks. It includes the use inflation targeting. It clearly sets expectation that they want some inflation. That is because people are more likely to buy if they know prices are rising.